what you did to have a good game today, and he said he put his pads on. Did you kind of feel it right from jump that it was going to be there?
I knew we'd be aggressive in the first half, especially trying to get me the ball a little bit. So obviously, it was music to my ears, and excited about that. But it's a lot of credit to the O-line, man. I think they did a good job of giving Jacoby enough time to make some throws, and then obviously Jacoby did his part as well, putting the ball where it needs to be. And then I just got to finish the play. I think as a receiver, that's something that you kind of take for granted. All the other guys have to do their job before you do yours. So they did a good job today.
How did it feel to set a career high in receptions?
Good, really good. Yes.
You talked about sometimes getting in a flow state. Did you feel like you found that, got in that rhythm today?
Yes. First half, yes. Second half kind of went a little cold a little bit, but I knew we kind of needed to just do what we needed to do to win the game, so I was good with it. But definitely kind of first half, yeah.
Marvin, all 3 of your catches in the first quarter converted long third downs. Just talk about how that kind of set a tone for this offense.
Yeah, stay on the field. Obviously, we know the kind of explosive offense they have over there. So, converting on third down will be big for us. Cause they got some good weapons on that side of the ball. So, as longer we can stay on the field, obviously, I feel like we had a good chance at winning and just kind of did my job.
Marvin, can you take us to the touchdown and the move you put on that guy?
Yeah, kind of selling a run, one-man route, one-on-ones, go win.
Have you seen the CD meme?
Yeah, I have.
Was that about the first thing on your Twitter feed or Instagram feed?
I don't know, it's first thing, but I don't know.
What have you liked over these last 3 games about playing with Jacoby?
Yeah, I think he's done a good job of just being, communicating with all the guys, what he kind of looks for, communicate with the coaches, just kind of making sure we're all in the right positions to kind of be successful. And then he just does his part.
The first half especially kind of what this offense can look like when plays are called for you and the ball's going your way at a regular rate.
I think it can look like that when the ball's going anywhere. Obviously, Trey, we know what Trey can do. We know what Mike can do. I think first play the second half, he takes one for 50. I think it just comes down to all 11 guys executing on a high level on offense, and whoever's game it is to eat, that's just what it's going to be. So, yeah.
Or how much do you guys need this win? And how good is it to feel we have one like this?
Yeah, we lost 5 in a row, 6 in a row, 5 in a row. So definitely needed this one. We got a really big one next in Seattle. They're playing really good football right now. So to go on the road and get a win there is going to be very tough.
What's it like going and coming out of a game? Not only did you win, but you're not worried about the last 5 plays of the game.
Yeah, it feels good. I'm kind of worried about the last 5. I feel like we should have stayed on the field as offense, especially that 4th down. I think I wish we could have that one back. But other than that, the defense made some great plays.
Jacoby was lamenting. He said that's the same throw I missed him on last week.
We'll get it right. I have all the confidence that we'll get it right.
You had some comments before the game. You said it was hard to watch the Cardinals offense. I'm sure
you
liked what he saw tonight. Just what did you make of his comments? And do you?
Yeah, I think everyone has their own opinions, and I think just the biggest thing is anytime someone speaks on something, you just don't want it to be directly from the player. So it's just everyone has their own opinions, and I think in his article, he said that's how he feels, not how I feel. So I think that's just good to mention because I trust in all the guys. I know everyone works really hard throughout the week to be successful, not only for me individually but as a team. So I think I just try to do my part and be accountable on my end. Do my best to help the team.
I'm guessing you enjoyed watching you play tonight, though.
Yeah, I think so.
You talk to him about anything like that? Do y'all talk shop like that about all?
No, like I said before, I think he's done a great job of kind of just being a father now a little bit. He's more hard on my younger brother now. Kind of just lets me go out there and play, and he does that part.
What kind of confidence does it give to the team, to the offense, to come in with a plan the way you did today and then execute it almost to perfection, seemingly?
I feel like we know we can do it. It's just about doing it. I think that's always the frustrating part. It's just like we have all the pieces. We have the coaches. We have the players to do what we think we can do, and it's just about executing at a high level. I think we did a good job of that today.
This is 3 games straight with the offense scoring 21, 24 plus. Does it feel good to kind of find that rhythm offensively?
Definitely, yes.
Why do you think that's the case?
Execution, all 11 guys. That's always what it comes down to at the end of the day.
Jacoby said that he doesn't feel like it's him as far as how the offense has been producing at a higher level the last few weeks. The offense has come together collectively. Is that what you're
Absolutely.
saying?
Like, it really takes all 11 guys. And, whether that's receivers making plays down the field, whether that's the O-line giving the time for the quarterback, the running back, doing their job in pass pro, or I'm always worried about passing the ball, obviously, but the running game is important as well. So it's just like all that kind of all has to work together as one.
Jacoby, you kept talking about wanting to have a chance to win. Put yourself in a position where you're basically know you're going to win as long as you take care of business down the stretch. It's got to feel a little bit better than having to pull it out at the end, I'm guessing.
Yeah. To start, definitely proud of the guys in the locker room. It's coming here, playing on the road versus a very good team. It's hard to do, hard to win here. And obviously putting ourselves in, like you said, putting ourselves in a position to win that game. Beating myself up, same throw as last week to Marv, same spot. Hate putting the defense back out there at the end. Try to get away with the theatrics at the end of the game. Yeah, man, just so proud of the guys, the way we finished. It took 60 minutes. We came in at halftime, and the guys, everybody's preaching not about the first half, but about the second half and what we need to do to finish this game off. And I think coming into the game, I think we felt supremely confident that we were, that we had a chance to win this game. And I think everybody believed in each other, believed in the plans, and it was a complete team win.
How does it feel just to win? Just to win again.
Yeah, no, that's what we do it for. It's hard to win in the NFL. It's harder to win on the road. It's hard when things aren't going your way and the outside noise tells you to drag you to other places and stuff like that. And it's hard to come back in that locker room and put one foot in front of the other. But the men in that room, the coaches, the support staff, that's just all we preach. Is just putting one foot in front of the other, one day at a time. And when you don't look for the results find themselves, and you just got to rely on your work.
You were blitzed quite a bit, and you ended up 118-1 when you were blitzed. Why were you able to?
Wait, say that again?
118 yards and a touchdown when you were blitzed. Why were you able to counter their blitz so well?
I think our guys up front did a good job of the protection plan going into this week. We knew at some point, they in the beginning of the week they kind of talked about needing to do something different for them, and the only thing that would be more pressure. We understood that going into the game, and I think the guys understood the protection, and then with all the skill players that we have, the guys just made plays with the ball in their hand and getting open, and like I said, I think those guys up front did a really good job.
What did Marv do to create opportunities early and often for you to find them?
Put his pads on, showed up. I mean, once he got off the bus, I knew it was going to be open. We knew we were going to get our chances outside, and and he, this has been building for him, and it's still a step in the right direction. But you saw it in his eyes when he got off the bus, and we were in the locker room, and I'm like, Coach told me what the first couple of plays were, and he was like, we won't switch it up, and we're going to do this for Marv, and I'm like, all right. And, I think I threw it to him 4 times in a row on the first drive, and I was like, I think I'm going to do this the whole game if they keep doing it. But, just super happy for him, and, and I know he wants a couple more, and I do too. It's a couple things that I wanted to get to him, but, just super happy for him.
You see it with from specifically on the touchdown?
One-on-one? I think he made a guy fall too. Yeah.
Drew decided to switch things up last minute?
I wouldn't say switch it up, but he more so kind of got to Marv plays a little bit earlier than I kind of not expected. But he was like, if we're getting one-on-ones, then we like Marv and our outside guys. And I think it was the first third down or something like that. It was like one-on-one, and I was like, this, all right. And he just made the play, and once he made that play, he came back to the huddle, and I saw it in his eyes that he was ready to go.
Coach, I don't know if you get caught up in this, but do you feel like you've done enough to be the full-time starter of this team?
I don't get into that stuff, man. I'm just trying to go out here, win games, be a good teammate, and do the best that I can when I get my opportunity. That's all I can ask for.
Jacoby, you guys were 5 of your first 6 on third downs, and a couple of them were pretty long conversions. Ended up 7 of 12 in that department. How were you guys so effective?
Yeah, I think it's understanding the plan. I think we've been good in that range for the last couple of weeks of not. I mean, you don't want to be in those situations, so it's probably a bad thing that we keep getting put in that situation. But I think the guys aren't losing confidence in the plays that we're running. That hey, like we still got a chance to convert, and and it's just so funny because I think we get better in that situation, which is odd. But you know, just like the guys just put it, like I said, put one foot in front of the other, one play at a time, and just making the most of all our opportunities.
The offense has put up more than 300 yards a game last 3 weeks, averaging more than 25 points. Why is this offense so effective with you under center?
I don't think it's me. I really don't. I think it's just, you know, everybody gets caught up in the beginning of the season and either things not going well or not going well. And the good teams in this league find ways to, you know, continue to get better. And that's what we're doing at this point in the season, is just finding ways to continue to get better. You know, you tweak things, you go back to the drawing board. We're going to go back after this game and say, like, we should have did this better, that better, that better. And I think that's what we're doing a good job. And like I said, I really don't think it's me. I just think it's, you know, over the time and through the season, I think we'll continue to get better.